Greetings everybody and welcome back to truTV. I'm Paulos Lagoredos here to break down another match for the Club World Cup. This goes on Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Coming off a 5-2 day yesterday, plus 11 units. We're plus 40 units in the month of June. Number one in all sports at the WagerTalk last 7 days, plus 31 units. Number one in soccer last 3, last 7 and last 30 days. We're doing really good stuff. We made 107 units from June to August, the summer months last season. Plus 108 units the season before that in the summer months. Right now, plus 40 units in the month of June. Doing really good stuff in the summer. We know this competition is like the back of our hands. If you want to get 90 days of soccer for just $3.49, that comes down to under $4 a day. Really affordable, the price of a coffee basically, and you'll get soccer plays for 3 months straight. You get the rest of the Club World Cup, the Gold Cup. After these competitions are over, in mid-June, you got the Leagues Cup between the Liga MX teams and the MLS teams. We got the start of the big European leagues, EPL, Bundesliga, La Liga, just everything. And of course, you'll also get the first place of the Champions and Europa League that starts in mid-September. So head over to my page, wt.buzz/PL. You'll find I have several plays loaded for Sunday. I have a bookie mistake for Tuesday, and of course we're gonna add a few more plays. One potential 5% play on Tuesday slate. We're just crunching some more numbers. So onward to our free play. Inter Miami versus Palmeiras in the Club World Cup on Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, and some really weird odds, but there's a very good reason why. Palmeiras are plus 125 favorites here. The draw is at a low plus 138. Inter Miami are plus 411 underdogs here, with the Asian spread set at 0.25 goals and the Asian total set at 2 goals. Now, the reason why you're seeing this line, the draw at such low odds, plus 138, is that a draw gets both teams qualified to the next round, no matter what happens in the other match between Al Ahly and Porto. As both Palmeiras and Inter Miami now have 4 points in the group, while Porto and Al Ahly have 1 point each. So a draw between Inter Miami and Palmeiras takes them both to 5 points. No matter what happens in the other match of the group, these are both qualified. So draws are usually at or around plus 200. This one is plus 138. I expect that to maybe go even minus, minus 110, minus 120, which is really weird for a draw. But again, a draw gets both teams qualified, and in situations like this, you just have to take a shot with a draw at plus money. Now, this is something that we usually see in the final match days of the leagues. For example, in the La Liga, if there are two teams that can play for a draw in the final match day and they're both avoiding relegation, these draws are at plus 120, even money, maybe minus 110 if it's in Italy. So that's the reason why you see a very low odds on the draw. However, the totals, same goes for the totals, which are set at 2. There is a very good chance these two take it really slow, destroy the rhythm, do not get overexposed. They don't need to attack in this game. So I wanted to get some Estevao props, some Lionel Messi shots and stuff like that, but a draw gets them qualified. So it's not a game where they're chasing, a game where teams will shoot like crazy. They will deploy a very defensive mindset. If nothing happens in this match, they're both qualified. So be careful with the totals and stuff. In fact, I'm leaning to the under 2. If any team takes the lead, expect them to park the bus, especially if it's Palmeiras. Inter Miami do not have a bus to park because their defense is like a Swiss cheese, but they can play good defense at times. So we're not inventing the wheel here. Draw at plus 138. The under 2 is at minus 107. If you want to take a different route, you can take Inter Miami plus quarter of a goal, plus 0.25 at even money. That's a split line between Inter Miami plus half a goal and Inter Miami pick'em. If it is indeed a draw, you still get half a payout, but then you also get the chance of Inter Miami winning this. And by the way, Inter Miami at plus 411, really good odds, astronomically good odds, by the way. But also good odds are the plus 125 for Palmeiras, and that's because the draw is so low. So There is a different scenario and a different way to view this, because this Group A, gets matched with Group B in the round of 16, a group where Botafogo are currently sitting first with 6 points, but then you got PSG and Atletico Madrid at 3 points and Seattle at 0 points. So whoever finishes first in Group A will play against the second team from Group B. So, and whoever finishes second in Group A plays against the league leaders of group leaders of Group B. So we don't really know if these teams are gonna try to finish second intentionally in order to avoid playing against Botafogo or avoid playing against PSG, because if you intentionally try to lose, maybe you're leaving the door open for either Porto or Al Ahly to win their game, and then you might lose the second spot. So there is a lot of moving pieces here. I think the easiest and most straightforward way to bet this match is the draw at plus 138. Again, I expect this line to move closer to even money, maybe even minus. You never know how much money people and the public will start dropping into the draw. Again, the under 2 is at minus 107. If you want a different approach, Inter Miami plus a quarter of a goal at even money, and then you still get half a win if it's indeed a draw. So if you like these breakdowns, make sure to subscribe to our channel, like this video, drop a comment below, let me know if you think it's gonna be like a boring game, much like the one we saw yesterday in River Plate and Monterrey, where the two teams did not want to get overexposed. It was a goalless draw. We cast our ticket with the cards, because whenever you have two teams who are scraping to avoid the loss, we might see a lot of fouls, we might see a lot of cards. I might have a card prop, actually, card play in this game. We got Simon Marciniak at the whistle. I haven't looked at any card lines or card props or whatever. If anything, you'll find something at wt.buzz/PL, where you find written and video versions of my free plays. Now, reminder, 90 days of soccer for just $3.49. We slashed that price by $150. Comes down to under $4 a day. You get every single soccer play for the next 3 months. You get a bunch of competitions, and even the start of the Champions League and the big European leagues in mid-August and mid-September respectively. Plus 215 units in the last 2 summers, already plus 40 units this summer. We're doing good stuff. Don't snooze, don't lose. Good luck, God bless.